Carmello Hayes versus Whoop That Trick Williams. My God, what a freaking match this is going to be. I have been waiting for this match since 2021 when both of them came into NXT together. I said, one day these two are going to go at it and I want to be there for it. And the build up for this has been so amazing. It's not a short-term build. This has been building up for like almost, I think, 4 or 5 months now. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been
be a little bit longer than that. It might be a little bit longer than that. This build started when Trick was attacked in his locker room. I don't know when I can't remember when it happened exactly, but it might have been. So the build has actually been prior to that. So I think it's longer than 6 months. I think it's way longer than 6 months.
When this whole tension started, there was that segment where Trick, the backstage with John Cena. I think if you remember that segment, when he asked Cena, when did you know it was your time? And I think that was the beginning of when that whole feud was starting to like begin to show, you know. So yeah, I think for my winner,
that was in October. I've just Googled it. It was in October last year.
January, February, March. So it's been 6 months actually. That's a long build. That is a very long build. Not as
long-term storyline. No problem with it. Absolutely no problem with it whatsoever.
Not as long as Rock Cena a year in advance, or even longer like Hulk Hogan Sting, which was like a 3-year build. Only for the worst, crappiest Starcade ending ever in history. But a long build nonetheless. And for my winner, it has to be Trick. It has to be Whoop That Trick. No way it's Carmello Hayes. I don't see Carmello Hayes going over. Carmelo's going up to the main roster after this. Trick is going to take over on NXT. And I honestly, for my own personal, I don't know, I don't want to call it fantasy, but I just want to call it my own personal wanting to see where this whole storyline with Trick Williams and Lash Legend is going. Because
that was out of left field the other day. I was like, what's going on here now? We have a love interest.
Either that or she's sent in by Hayes to distract Williams. Could be. Or what if it's what if it's still a ruse? Hayes, to further the storyline, kidnaps Lash and makes Trick Williams run around to get her back, and that increases the build on the storyline. Yeah, I'm not saying let's go into a whole Lash Legend on a pole match, but have her involved in some. So yeah, you're going with Trick Williams for the win?
I want to say no. There's a little bit of me that wants to say Carmello Hayes, shenanigans with the whole security team and everything else, and takes and basically has the program going on for a little bit. I want to say that. But at the same time, last week on SmackDown, Carmello Hayes wasn't even on TV. And the crowd was chanting, "Whoop that trick." I think the program might have been going to go a little bit longer, but I think that crowd reaction last week Friday during the Rock segment, by the way,
of all segments, yeah,
during the Rock segment, of all people, you have people chanting "Whoop that trick." I think that is basically going to strap the rocket to this guy, and we're going to see him on the main roster, probably as close to the night after Mania.
Could be, but then I think the tradition is the person who loses on NXT their last match usually is the one that gets called up. But there have been exceptions, so this could be one of those exceptions. But yeah, I mean, there's no other way. I think Trick Williams is going to win this match. I don't see going any other way than that. Unless your logic is the 50-50 booking, because
no, I don't think they do 50-50 booking anymore.
Hayes was on top of the week.
Yeah. I think the days of 50-50 booking is done. I think we don't see that anymore.